Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I am your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. So, what do we got? We have a Far West update. Honest to God, Far West update. Now remember, Gareth was like, I'm no longer going to update on Kickstarter because, I can't control what you say in response to what I say. So, but I'm only going to give updates. So he's giving an update. Now I know it says backers only, but I believe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it isn't a backers only update. That would be funny if that's the case. Oh no, it's a backers only update. So, this is for the 30th. General announcement for everyone. We know that 12 years is a very long time. Uh, yeah, my 12th wedding anniversary comes up in November. Uh, Time went quickly, but yeah, it's 12 years. It's a dozen. So, and we greatly appreciate your support and patience. Okay, well, I don't think that many people have patience left. I don't think there's very much support left. This has been an albatross on Garrett's neck, as well it should be. I just checked in with my partner, Eric Troutman, and God bless Eric for jumping into this mess. Anything that we actually get is probably due to Eric Troutman and less to do with Gareth. And we will definitely be delivering the PDF to you. Definitely. If you define definitely as possibly theoretically, the PDF to you and releasing it commercially during the coming week. So that would be, I guess, next week. We got to see how this plays out. The link to download the PDF will be sent via a backers exclusive update. So if you're reading this, you're good to go. We were originally aiming for the end of August, but we will be overshooting that by a few days. I can't wait for you to see the finished product. Talk to you very soon, Gareth Michael Skarka. Now, the reason why pretty much anybody who's being honest, and there are some comments, sure, Jan, Brady Bunch reference. Glad to hear this. As you know, hardcover versions were offered and paid for. T-shirts, prints. I'm in for $150. So if you want somebody who is, I don't know, a little upset and pissed off, I think I have a valid reason. Or is there a plan to refund money to those of us who paid for that version because only the PDF will be available? The hardcover version will be coming next. The time frame depends on our print partner's schedule. Well, not just their schedule, the ability to give that print partner the funds to print. So I don't have an answer for you at the moment beyond saying that it will be sooner rather than later. Nowhere near as long as you've already waited. It won't be 12 years. It may only be 6. The plan is to see this all the way through. Well, I think that we need to take a look. By the way, this is the print. If you're seeing this on the screen, this wonderful piece of art, this amazing piece of art. This is the print that I am supposed to get, supposed to be in the book. I'm sure it's making Gareth extremely happy. So this post from me is from 2015, September 16th, 2015, nearly 8 fucking years ago. Far West released a backers only update yesterday. It's so full of excuses and misdirections, I almost felt I was in an alternate reality. Really, it was that bad. After nearly 4 years of lies, little did I know there would be another 8 years tacked on top of that. Misstatements and broken promises, we now have revisionist history going on. Simply amazing. If it was set in a faux Western Wuxia mashup, we'd have the game written already. Now, to point out the issues, I need to quote from the update. So, and this was Gareth back in 2015. As some of you are aware, I've issued a partial refund. Now, this was interesting. From their original level down to a digital only level to reflect that they've been receiving digital copies of the rewards. And we were last told there were a few more chapters to be worked on.
Did you get your refund?
I didn't ask for it, Rach. This was more fun to deal with this shit.
Oh,
It wasn't me.
and
I know.
she's like, "You give me my stuff, or
No,
I'm
no,
coming for you."
no. Though, if I remember right, the person that asked for a refund shares my first name.
Uh-huh.
To a backer who filed a complaint with the Washington State Attorney General's office. I wanted to talk about that in more detail. The sole reason I went ahead and did this, the refund, rather than defend myself under the original Kickstarter terms we had funded Far West under, which clearly stated that demonstrating good faith progress towards completion was an indication that I was fulfilling my obligations. By the way, folks, can you really say after doing this shit for 12 years, you had good faith progress? But wrong. The section in question, project creators agreed to make a good faith attempt to fulfill each reward by its estimated delivery date. Okay. Um, but by Gareth, it's simply because I did the math and realized I could not afford to secure legal representation in Washington. It was cheaper to simply issue the refund. Since the backer in question went public with this news, as well they should have, because they encouraged others to do the same, though I've had a handful of additional requests. And then that brings me to this update. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the stuff which I previously refused to detail, preferring that it remains confidential. But maintaining that confidentiality prevents you from understanding my situation. So I'm discarding it. Even so, I would please ask that the information in this backers only update be kept between us. Sorry, no can do. Misstatements of the truth must be addressed. In 2013, May 8th, 2013, was the announcement the Far West adventure game core rulebook will be released this summer in 2013. First to backers of the 2011 Far West Kickstarter, and then to distribution worldwide. Additional releases in the Far West game line will be announced soon. In 2013, that's the announcement, Gareth signed a contract with the UK game company, Cubicle 7, he was working with, where they agreed to fund production beyond what was already paid for, and to distribute the game, and not only to the backers, but as a game under their imprint. All right. Now, let's go back to this. All right. The game will be released this summer, 2013. The announcement was in 2013, May, and it said the game will be released this summer. Did it release that summer? No. Now, why? Well, in 2014, at least months after the guaranteed release, as you all know, I fell very ill. But he told Cubicle 7 it will be ready for release in summer of 2013, mere months after signing the contract, and potentially nearly a year before becoming ill. So his illness had nothing to do with not hitting his summer release date, and spent about half of the year in and out of the hospital. Confident in that contract, I paid my medical bills. However, during my recovery, the company canceled our contract. Why? Because you were over a year late, and we already know he was using the excuse of his illness in 2014 as to why he missed a delivery date in 2013. Leaving me with almost no funds to continue or to hire an attorney in the UK to take up the breach of contract issue. I was, as you can imagine, devastated by the news, as I am sure Cubicle 7 was, when each month they were told it will be done by the end of next week. So, why do I say that? Well, hey, October 18th, 2013, I had an extensive Skype conference with the folks at Cubicle 7 in the UK and got the okay on our actual, honest to seven hells, no fooling delivery for Far West. We're going to press in mid-November, a month out, a bit less than a month ago, a month from now, when he's writing this. So 2013, late 2013, he's still promising them it's in the hopper, it's ready to go, but he's using 2014's illness as to why he missed his 2013 delivery dates. Okay. Let's see. Next update, November 11th. Popping in to let you know that we're chugging along. I'm looking at the digital delivery occurring late next week. All right. So, uh, November 18th as opposed to October 18th. There have been a number of requests sent my way to get back a little bit of time with the digital version before we go to print. So if you guys spot any errors that slip through, we can correct them before production. And Cubicle 7 is cool with that idea. So that's what we're going to do. We'll go to press 2 weeks after delivery of the digital version. That would be early December of 2013, still prior to 2014, the year of Gareth's hospitalization. Then, on November 13, at the suggestion of backers Neil Dalton and Scott Acker, I've gone ahead and put up a chunk of the completed book, which, by the way, is no longer accurate because we didn't do D20 slash 3X OGL. We're doing Open D6 for the system. So, 2 months later, and only the first 5 chapters are ready. 20 months after the January 16, 24 update, and we still have chapters to go. Who breached what contract? Obviously, to me, what I am seeing is that Gareth breached the contract. But that's not what we were told. So, now, thankfully, in the year since, I've secured several private investors who have made the offer to fund the physical production. Although via this arrangement, I will make no money on the commercial sales of the core rulebook. Wait, didn't the Kickstarter raise nearly $50K? Where'd all that money go? That's fine with me as long as you backers get what was promised. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. So this is going back over 7 years, by the way, folks. So if you were promised a reach around, you didn't get that either. Again, Gareth earned nearly $50K less payment and Kickstarter fees. He was paid and returned with a project yet to be complete 4 years later. It is my hope that the supplemental releases will push the project into the black. This was no longer profitable for Gareth because he'd already likely, can't say for sure, but likely spent the monies on other expenses, not including medical bills. So I just wanted to point out that if I am a little leery of the delivery date for next week, you'll understand why. So now I'm going to show a website called mutedhorn.net with the Far West delivery estimates. And the Far West delivery estimates, and by the way, they did not update for the latest update, which is a shame. And they quote one of the backers in the beginning here. I expected nothing, and I'm still let down. It took Alexander a decade to conquer Persia, for crying out loud. That was a backer's comment from early 2022. So,
how much was this thing?
Rach, I backed for 150 because we were getting the print copy, like the signed copy,
okay.
with the print of me with those wonderful hands, the glowing red hands of bloody death, the horrible artwork. I get a T-shirt. I'm sure that'd be fun to wear. And by the way, there's a link here to a collection of T-shirts for I guess the LGBTQ community. I came out before Far West.
Oh, that's great.
Go, folks. I'm going to give you a link to this stuff. Go check it out on your own. So there were, over the decade plus, the 12 years, we're almost going for a baker's dozen, honestly, man. I think I'm surprised that Gareth didn't say it'll be 13 because 13's lucky. Look at this. We're slowly scrolling through, and these updates are from 2013, 2014, 2015. Always, I won't be making. Let's see, from 2016, I'm close to where I want to be, but I don't think I'll make the deadline of the end of January. But shouldn't be far beyond that. That was January 29th of 2016. Then March 11th. March 11th. I won't be making promises with specific dates, although I suspect This month will make you pleased. And that's all I can say for now. Well, this goes all the way up. Let's keep on scrolling to 2023, June 13th. It's on it. By the way, this was a tweet. Gareth likes his tweets. Eric is doing layout. Should be done in a month. The month would have been mid-July, end of August, beginning September. Yeah. Do I think that Gareth is saying what he wants to believe? I don't believe we're seeing shit. Hopefully, I'm proven wrong. We'll see. Folks, there's a link at the bottom of the screen. DC Mega Bundle. Tenkar's Tavern.game/DCC. It's an awesome bundle on Humble Bundle. 74 PDFs for $25. If you happen to purchase it, a portion of the proceeds will go to support this channel. I really do appreciate it. Folks, as always, be safe, be well. God bless. Roll this dice, roll them well. Tonight, 8 p.m., I do believe myself and Old Man Grognard, Glenn Hallstrom, will have the chairs. All right, folks. I'll see you tonight. Catch you later. God bless.